1,000 miles away. The world is mad here, but I think I'll stay. I hope your life is moving as it should. If I could have you back, you know I would.
I'd been suffering really badly from depression, chronic depression, for a couple of years, and I'd been hospitalized, and I'd been basically suicidal off and on for a couple of years. And I'd also had severe whole body eczema, which had incapacitated me. I couldn't work, I couldn't function, I was just done. And a good friend of mine had done breath work, and I'd hit a real low point. I was talking to her about it, and she said it might help to give it a go. So then I came along and did a weekend workshop of it. What I've done is just, with Martin, is just breathing like that for an extended period. And what I've found is that for me at the moment, very quickly, things come to the surface very quickly. Emotions, feelings, sensations that appear to be triggered or something in the body, and I feel them. And then I feel like, because there's a facilitator there with me, it's like a safe place to fully express whatever's coming up. I'm basically completely out of that severe depression. I don't experience suicidal thoughts or feel that way at all. So it's made a big difference already. I was in debt with my credit card. I've completely paid off my credit card. So I just feel like I'm becoming a lot more able and a lot more sort of active and able to live, basically. So it's pretty good coming from being completely incapacitated, basically. It's pretty amazing. From where I was a year ago, like I'd just come out of hospital from another mission to commit suicide, and so I've definitely come a long way from that. So it's amazing. Yeah, it's freed me from like the bulk of the depression. I still have low mood at times, and I still go down a bit at times, but what I've found is that it doesn't crash. I don't go right down anymore, because I feel like there's just this sort of buoyancy now inside of me that I feel supported, and I feel safe, and I feel like there's no need for me. I just don't need to go down that low anymore, because before I literally couldn't function because of the depression. I was knocked out of being able to work and on disability and everything. So yeah, it's a huge change. I've been a musician. I've done that for about the past 6 or 7 years, and yeah, in the most recent depressive episode, a lot of that got knocked out the window. I was playing very occasionally, but now I play solo in duos and bands, and I play every weekend now. So I get a lot of work with music, and it's going really well. I'm actually really excited about finding out what the next sort of chapter will be, and that in itself I feel like is a bit of a gift as well, because I was quite locked into having to be a musician, but I feel like through this breath work and becoming more real and more authentic, I'm like, wow, I don't just have to do that, I can also do a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it really feels like my life is very open now. There's a lot of possibility, and it feels like very opened up, which is I'm really grateful for. Socially, I used to keep myself sort of quite isolated in many ways, and not be as open and connected with friends. Like I had friends, but I wasn't sort of as open as I am now. So I've found that my social life has just really improved. I'm doing dance classes, I'm doing a lot of hiking, a lot of bike riding. I feel like I'm just engaged in life in such a bigger way than I was before. When I reflect back on it, I think if I hadn't been presented with something that was actually going to work, because I'd just tried so many different things, that it wouldn't have been that much longer after that. I think I would have probably taken my own life, because I was really at the absolute end of my tether after years of battling with all of this. So yeah, breathwork came in at that point, and when I look at where I am now today after a year, all the eczema's gone, the depression is like 98% gone. It's just an absolute incredible turnaround, and yeah, it just like really amazes me, and I'm really grateful for it. And it's really good actually now just to remember and see how far I've actually come. And yeah, I would totally recommend breathwork to anyone who's struggling with like chronic conditions, depression, anxiety disorders, any of that mental health related stuff, but also physical things, because the physical turnaround that I've seen has been huge. So yeah, I would just totally recommend it, and I'm really excited to, now it's part of my life, so I do it about once a fortnight, and I just feel like it's, among other things, I have many other things in my life that support me, but it's like a very important piece in the puzzle now for me, of just continuing to grow and continuing to heal, and yeah, just become stronger and stronger. And I feel like the basis of it for me is just becoming more and more authentically myself. And yeah, it's an incredible relief, and I'm really thankful for it.